Today very sad news. Tori and Zach Roloff detail son Jackson's scary accident that landed him in urgent care. There are more. Zach and Tori's priorities disappoint Matt, but why? I will explain everything, do not miss this video. Hello viewers, I'm Tina, welcome to our new video. Before going to the main topic, I have a request for those of you who don't subscribe, comment, like after watching my video. Please subscribe and stay with us, because it is very difficult for us to make a video. Let's go back to the news. Tori and Zach Roloff detail son Jackson's scary accident that landed him in urgent care. During a recent episode of their podcast, Raising Heights, Zach and Tori Roloff told a story about their 7-year-old son Jackson's freak, dumb accident that resonated with parents worldwide. Fans are always eager to learn more about their family. When tragedy occurred, Tori continued, she had just returned home from a trip to Disneyland with pals. I came home, I was home for maybe an hour, we had just eaten dinner, and we were having so much fun, just catching up. The kids were playing soccer with Zach, she explained. As Tori explained, the family was apparently playing in their very spacious foyer with tons of room to play, so what transpired next was unexpected. Indeed, we were enjoying ourselves immensely while playing soccer, Zach remarked. Lila's turned into quite the little soccer player, but then Jackson slipped, on the rug. He went a little too hard trying to save the ball, and slammed right into the arm of one of our chairs, stated Tori. Additionally, she added, the chairs in our foyer are fairly cushioned. I've never considered those chairs. Instead, I've always considered the fireplace, either they'll strike their head against the fireplace or the coffee table. I've always been afraid of those things, therefore I never imagined that these seats would cause any problems. One of the chairs, regrettably, had exposed wood that Jackson struck, splitting open the back of his head. Zach remarked, bad, adding that Tori responded brilliantly, particularly considering that she had previously problematized panicked when the children were harmed. She expresses so much concern and anxiety and fear onto our kids when they get hurt, she'll gasp and like. It makes her feelings the dominant feelings and the kids are looking right at her, so then they proceed to cry, get scared, whatever else, Zach stated. She's become much more disciplined, he continued. You see, it all comes down to how you portray yourself to your children in that situation. It's not about your sentiments and how you display them, rather, it's about the child and how they feel. As well as what emotions you should be showing them in that circumstance. It helps the youngster remain composed. I feel like you almost panicked last night, Tori said in response. I did not panic, I saw a lot of blood coming out. Zach explained, adding that his attention was on solutions and moving Jackson into the bathroom away from his brothers, Josiah and Lila. Jackson never cries, so the mother of 3 took him to urgent care. The young child was remarkably tough during the trauma, but at some point he broke down. It wasn't until they put the staples in that he cried, and I cried cause I just can't handle watching him be in pain, explained Tori. Zach said, then, of course, they had to go get ice cream. Obviously I had to get him Dairy Queen on the way home, and he was fine after that, she said. I would just like to point out that 0 children went to the urgent care when you were gone, Zach stated. Zach and Tori's priorities disappoint Matt, but why? It is not to Matt Roloff's liking that Zach and Tori Roloff have plans. In a special snippet from Tuesday's Little People, Big World episode, Matt vents to Amy Roloff, his ex-wife, about his son and his wife's failure to attend the Dwarf Athletic Association of America fundraiser event they are planning. Have Zach and Tori gotten back to you yet? Amy is asked by Matt. I hear they had other plans for this weekend, so you know, Amy finishes. Matt states that they plan to make other plans and doesn't think Zach and Tori's plans were decided upon before the fundraising event. They made sure they had a solid alibi, I believe. Amy maintains her neutrality by acknowledging that she is unaware of their precise intentions but is aware that Zach, Tori, and their 3 kids, Jackson, Lila, and Josiah, will not be attending the celebration. Their choice obviously irritates Matt. Whatever it is, I just think they should have been here to support you, to support their organization, he replies to Amy. It's funny to see little Jackson and Lila kicking the soccer ball around, and then to go to the convention last year and then not have them support you and this fundraiser. He also states, it's disappointing to me to see them not support your thing. When Amy says, I'm not stuck on that. Matt discusses his feelings in a side interview on his oldest son and his family's absence from the event, which is taking place on the ancient family land that he now fully owns. Matt declares, I'm disappointed. It's disappointing since I had hoped Zach may possibly accompany Jackson. Those kinds of things don't bother me. Zach and Tori will probably be gone. Each person, in my opinion, is free to choose their own priorities in life. For Amy, I feel more sorrow than for myself. The distance and the space are things I'm kind of used to. Amy, I believe, came up with this idea. Zach and Jackson, as well as Lila and Josiah, stand to gain, in my opinion. So you can't be upset about someone having a different priority, that's their decision. As a result, each person must establish their own priorities and choices. While acknowledging that she would miss Zach and his family at the event, Amy, who is back on the farm, reminds Matt of the amount of work they do for the organization on their own time. He does a lot for Da, Amy tells Matt on repeat. It would have been fantastic if they could have made it, though. They aren't, so we proceed. This season, Amy and Matt have been at odds over the fundraising event, which they are organizing in collaboration with their respective partners. Chris Malek and Matt's fiancée, Karen Chandler. Zach's relationship with his father has been tense because they were unable to agree on the Roloff Farms property, which Zach had originally intended to reside on with his family. The pair hasn't been back to the farm since they relocated to Washington and haven't spoken to Matt much since. Additionally, Zach chose not to wish his father well this season following the announcement of his engagement to Karen. No more today. What are you thinking about this gossip today? Let us know in the comments, and stay tuned by subscribing to our channel to get more updates like this. Thank you.